And all the way from Las Vegas, Florida, Arkansas, everywhere in between, but started right here in Seattle, Washington. I want to introduce the one and only artist, formerly known as All Pro Flow.
Yeah, get the money fast, no late payment. She know where it's at, she don't gotta say shit. Get a check, spin a check on some day shit. She better bring back double what I gave her.
Woo! Excited to have my boy here. Very, very excited. I actually told him when I reached out to him, I said, God told me to tell you. And I swear to God, am I lying? That's what I told you. I said, God told me to tell you that you're supposed to be the first person on my podcast. And ever since I got you, I swear to God, ever since I got you to say yes, and he was really nice, really humble and cool about it. Ever since I got you to say yes, people have just been flooding in. It was like, it just made it that much easier. So I definitely appreciate you. So I brought you on the show to ask you a couple of questions that, you know, might jog you a little bit, but I definitely feel like people need to know the kind of kitty corners and tight niches. I guess you could say like the cement between the bricks of what you're trying to do and where you're going. So I did a little bit of research on you, so I wanted to actually, you know, ask you a few questions that I think will be actually dope. So we could start with Rich Bag Members, right? That's the brand, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about them. Like, what is that? What's the goal with that?
It's a collection of me and all my guys. You know, it started, you know, we were just trying to do something positive, you know, for the city, for the community. And really, like how we was talking about off camera, you know, just, you know, become, you know, be able to gatekeep and, you know, be tastemakers and, you know, be a launch pad, you know, that the city don't have. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's something Seattle's been missing for a minute. Like, you know, when certain artists come out here, like in the hip hop, you know, like who do they tap in with? You know, like I was even saying, like, you know, how when Drake was just out here, like who would Drake bring on stage? You know what I mean? Like what local, you know what I mean? Like who's he going, you know? And so that was our whole makeup behind it. You know, Rich Bag Members, it's like a mesh up, you know, between 3 different brands. You know, Rich Millionaire, which is me and my guy Rich. It was a management agency.
Okay.
Bag, you know, which is my guy D Black's clothing line. And members only was my guy Sosa's. That was his clothing line, and we just put it all together. You know, I was the only one doing music. You know, everybody had their hands and everything.
So you guys aren't all rappers?
No, I'm the only one.
You're the only rapper. Oh, okay.
You know,
I just assumed that it was.
I'm like the commercial. You know.
Okay. Like the face.
Yeah, you know, like.
Okay. The brand. All right, you're the product.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, but I think that's dope that you accept that though. A lot of artists don't go in the game knowing that you're a product. Like that.
You're meant to be sold as an artist. I told them, like,
you
gotta have that.
Gotta have it.
Yeah.
So I also know that you record at Pyramid Studios. Sometimes is that like your main
I started like when I first started actually taking music serious. I spent hours. Like that was like we RBM came together at Pyramid Studios. Like we used to be there like on the weekends. You know, like during COVID. You know, we just locked in the studio. Me and Huey P.
Yeah. I love Huey.
Yeah. Huey taught me so much.
Shout out Huey P.
Yeah. It's crazy because, like, you know, our sounds is completely different. You probably wouldn't be able to see any influence, you know, but he was giving me so much game about music, you know, and just levels. And
he's a town general for sure.
Yeah.
Like, he definitely put
my first album, I think I got
time in.
I got like 2 songs with Huey. I got a few songs that I ain't dropped, you know, with Huey, but I used to be in there with Huey like night and day. Like
I remember when Huey dropped the mixtape with DJ Drama, bro. Shut the whole city down. Like nobody had nothing to say about Huey P. Like for that whole summer, it was like, yo, Huey P.
Yeah, Huey got stuff with Tory, Davey.
Yeah, his catalog is vicious. Mad respect, my boy. He remembers. He actually used to come and kick it with me, smoke with me when that's probably one of the lowest parts of my life. So I definitely got mad love for that dude. Definitely got mad love. So I saw also that you work with Mafi D.
Oh yeah, most
So
definitely.
I've seen a lot of music with you guys together. Yeah. You guys' sound together is very comprehensive. Yeah. You guys sound good together. Like, how'd you guys wind up linking up?
You know, we from the same neighborhood, and like, you know, when I was locked up, you know, I used to be in there, and like, I was in the feds, you know, and everybody was in there, you know, bragging about, you know, putting people on to like little local action on the little local music from they city. So I used to always be like, man, who's hot in the town? Everybody was like, man, well, they was still call him Lil D then, you know. So they was like, man, Lil D, man, he, you know. So I was, you know, we was sneaking music in, you know, through the MP3s. I was like, man, put Lil D on there, you know. So I was listening to him when I was locked up. So when I got out, and I actually started taking music serious, he was one of the first people that I reached out to. Like, man, we gotta work. And at first, I don't think he took it serious. You know, he was like, man, everybody want to rap. You know, everybody want to rap.
Exactly.
So then I started doing music with Doc Holla. You know, R.I.P. You know, I started doing music with Doc Holla. We ended up being in the studio same times. We made something, and the chemistry was natural. You know, you know, when he get on something, like he really be rapping. You know, like I swear, like
spitting this
yeah,
shit.
he get to like rap. You know, sometimes, you know, like he do certain songs where it's that industry sound, but like every song we got, like he on there talking. You know what I mean?
Putting that ism on it.
Yeah. He really digging his bag.
Okay, and then now I gotta take a little time to give you your chips.
Yeah.
You got the Sauce Walker feature. I saw that. You guys did your thing on that. Now, I don't care about Sauce. Like, I love him.
Yeah.
Mad respect to Sauce. But what the fuck was going on during this music video? Because there was a whole bunch of ass. There was ass everywhere.
Man, listen.
We gonna show the video. We gonna show the video.
My
There was
name's
ass
Albert.
everywhere.
Seattle, let's drill. Oh, yeah. Hickory dickory, it's just a pimpin' me. Don't fuck with snakes that be slimy and slippery. I threw the bitch in the car like a lift with me. Bitches gon' cost you a watch just to get with me. Out of Seattle, rode in on the saddle. My boat got a motor, we don't need to paddle. Bitch, you came back with no money, skedaddle.
There was ass everywhere. It was crazy.
Look,
I gotta know.
The crazy thing is, the video that y'all see is that's like that's the plan B. Like we had to scramble. And now listen, look. So I can show you my phone. I got footage of like the initial video shoot, and it was crazy because Sauce was like real down to earth. You know, like for we do the song and I'm keeping it like, no, so let's do the video.
Right.
But he's all over everywhere. Him and his artists, they doing features. They all over the place. They Lakewood, Olympia.
Everybody was trying to get something. Yeah, so, I remember.
So when finally he pulled up, he like, where you at? He just called me randomly. I wasn't even ready. He just called me like, you trying to shoot the video? I'm about to leave tomorrow. So I'm like, all right. So it just so happened we go to a little trap. We call some females. I'm here like, I think I post on IG. I'm like, man, I need some strippers for a shoot. And hella just hit me. Hella just start hitting me, hella people, and next thing you know, we're out there shooting for hours. I'm talking about, we shoot at 3 different locations. We shot at Cary Park. We're at Cary Park overlooking the skyline. We're in the trap. We got strippers in the trap twerking on the ground with pit bulls around, and it was like a real.
It's a real nigga shit going on right now.
And it was crazy. We were so excited about it because, not that say we want to glorify, anything like glorify the ghetto or
So I know what you mean. We're having a good time.
Yeah, but it's like we want to show the real, just the different side of Seattle. It's like, it's not just Bellevue, it's not just coffee, it's not just, what I mean? Like there's different, there's levels to it that people don't see.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like when you have people like Sauce that come in,
you got to show them.
And they don't, they're going to be bored, just sitting in a hotel in Bellevue.
Right.
They're going to, you know what I mean? But if you take them like, okay, man, this is something you can relate to. Okay, they got this over here, they got, you know what I mean? So long story short, the first day, all that, I'm talking about the footage was crazy. Man, videographer's at the club, and he's been working overtime. He's on a crazy run. He ain't slept, so he still got the footage with him. So he got the golden tape with him, man, and somebody steals his bag.
Oh no.
So we lose all that footage, right? So Sauce is supposed to leave.
Right. I'm surprised you guys got so much time with him. Like, this is crazy.
Look, he's supposed to leave. So now I gotta come out of pocket to pay to make him stay another day. Like he's already gave me love on the whole initial. Now it's like, so he's upset. He don't want to shoot with the same. He's trying to, and I'm like, nah, we gotta go with my guy, man. He's good, you know.
Right, because he's frustrated with the dude.
Yeah, he's like, man, I was out here doing all this dancing and all this, you know.
You done fucked off all
like,
oh my god.
Yeah, like he was going crazy. That's why, like, if you see the video that y'all see, that's kind of like after a long night of doing shows and kicking it and drunk. They on drink, you know, everybody, like, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and the energy, like Sauce's energy, like, it's not how it was in that first one. If you would have seen the first one, he's like picking strippers up. He's doing, like, I'm serious, like, he's going crazy. Like, he was hella into it, and he was like, man, we about to make this go viral. Like, his whole thing was,
he was trying to put the town on.
Yeah, he's like, man, he's directing. He's telling, like, man, get this about to go viral. Okay, look, y'all kiss. Okay, take this shot right here. Like, this about to go viral. He's
giving it to you.
Yeah, so he keeps saying, like, man, we about to go viral with this. So I understand, like, you know, his energy.
Frustration.
Yeah, because it's unprofessional. You know what I mean? Like what?
Jesus
like,
Christ. I know what it feels like too. You put so much energy into some shit. Somebody
just so happened though, I had a show with Jay Diggs. I had a show with Jay Diggs.
I did actually see that.
So right after that, it was easy for me to just kind of funnel people to the rooftop. Like, man, after that, Diggs pulled up, a bunch of my other people that was in town, and I just strippers, look, we gotta do it again. You know, they brought some whole different crowd of strippers, you know, and so it was wild. So then we had to wait because Mafia was out of town.
Right, and yeah, he's on that song too.
Yeah, so Mafia was out of town, and it was a hold up. It was a hold up because he's like, man, we can't shoot it, you know, until I get back. I'm like, man, we got to shoot it because we ain't gonna. He's about to leave. I ain't gonna tell him when we gonna see him shoot this video.
And
so
you didn't already pulling a hat trick, just keeping him up for here.
So I'm about to get the scenes in with him. We're gonna do this. Then when you come back, we'll just go even crazier. Right. You know, you won't even notice that he's not even in the video right there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, that's how it went down. It was epic. I ain't gonna.
But if you see the music video, and I encourage everybody to go watch the music video, all you gotta do is type in all pro go, all 3 words, and the video is
walk on water.
It's walk on water.
Yeah.
And
WOK.
It goes hard.
Yeah.
It goes hard. Like Sauce comes in chopping, and you took your time.
Yeah.
I like how you took your time. Like you could have kept going with the same approach as everybody else, but you're like, you know what? Now I'm gonna take my time with this.
Yeah.
And you normally rap with a little different pace.
Yeah, most definitely.
Normally, so I thought it was dope. I thought it was dope for sure. So, you don't smoke.
No.
What's that about? Why don't you smoke? I mean, I love weed. I'm smoking right now.
Cause I was smoking. Like, I started smoking. Like, I literally smoked for the first time when I was like 6. Like, my uncle was giving me like, so like I was fucked up, you know. So like I was sneaking and smoking. 10 years old.
So you used to smoke?
Oh yeah, I used to smoke a lot.
Okay, so you were a smoker at some point.
Yeah, so then
you're an ex-smoker.
Yeah, so then like I think I started smoking like 15, but I was literally smoking so much, like all I did was just smoke. You know what I mean? Like I'm doing bad shit, getting in trouble just to get some weed.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. I didn't care. As long as I got my weed, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Then once I really start having a reason to be moving, I didn't like being sedated. I ain't like being like sluggish. You know what I mean? Like I'm already kind of like even keel, kind of like, you know what I mean? So like that really had me like at a just paralyzed a little bit. I'd be sitting there just paranoid and like I'm like, yeah, I can't do this no more.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I mean for me,
and we got stronger. Yeah, it got too strong.
What? Listen, they got some shit called diamonds, like crystal. They're called weed crystals. They're 99.99% THC. Yeah. All I did was look at them and I got high.
When I was smoking, perp was the best thing. We were still talking about perp.
What? Like, perp?
Yeah, that was the last. Shit. Like after, that was
what?
Yeah,
Jesus.
That's weird.
Okay. Well, we ain't even gonna talk about weed with you. Yeah. We gonna just go ahead and slide on past that one.
It was grape swishers and perp and stuff. Then I came in, it was like, Great Swishers week.
Listen, Great Swishers was the shit. All of a sudden, niggas just wasn't fucking with Great Swishers. I was confused as hell. Every now and then, I don't tell nobody, but I enjoy a Great Swisher from time to time. Look, you can't tell niggas. You may be like, you ain't got a wood, Romeo, but wood. You know, I'm like, that's a little too much for me. But I'm gonna ask a couple more serious questions. I'm gonna have some fun with you. So I heard you talk about your marketing scheme with your team as you referred to it as the BMF approach. Mm-hmm. Explain that to me. What's that?
Well, if you're familiar with BMF, like what? I don't think that they ain't covered it on the show yet. But like when they really had a stronghold of Atlanta and the whole music scene, they had the club. Like they got in with the owners, you know, and they was throwing events first. You know, they throwing the most popping parties. So now that now you have an audience at this party because everybody's coming because you had the most popping parties. So now whatever artist you're trying to break, you have a platform, like you have a stage already set for them. Even if they're not coming for the artist, eventually they're gonna know who this artist is just by him being synonymous with these parties. You know what I mean? Like, so every time you see this artist, now you're gonna think back to these parties. Right. You know what I mean? Right. And you're gonna like, oh, it's Jeezy. Oh, we going to the Jeezy tonight because we know the Jeezy's about to be. Right. You know what I mean? So
that is how they hit in plain sight. You know, and crazy. I did a little research on them, like in the documentaries and stuff. They were notorious for hiding shit so good that like the feds couldn't even figure. They would have the most complicated codes to find like any of the shit they had moving. You know, like they were geniuses.
Yeah. Like it was so many of them.
So many. In the club game, the party scene was just, I feel like for me, was like an outlet for them. You know, they kind of hid within it, but it was more like that was their world. You know, that's kind of why like I do the party thing, because you know, when you're on, like when you rap, you on the mic, you say stop, they stop. You say go, they say go. Like that's your time. For that moment, you control everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, that's dope.
Yeah, it's crazy because like now, nobody's like really like outside like that for real. So like in other places where you could be popping in the streets, right? Like this isn't a place where you could be popping in the streets and that's going to translate to you getting a deal, because the streets don't have the credibility out here. You know, that's not the go-to. It's like we have a lot of tech people and people behind the keyboards. You know, those are the tastemakers. Those are the gatekeepers. So like the only way for us to use our influence in the streets, you know, in our network, is from the bottom up, you know, by throwing these events. Right. So now we're able to show the influence we have. We're able to show our network.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I've come to a conclusion, which is we won't accept a hip hop artist that doesn't look like the other hip hop artists that are mainstream, I feel like, until somebody defeats the narrative, right? Somebody can defeat the whole gatekeeper process, or the, you know, having a team of people that they're investing with together, or every, I guess you could say, stumbling block that people feel like they come across in the hip hop industry. If somebody's able to achieve all of those, and they do still have an urban background, they actually put in time in the city, they actually did shows, they did market, they did everything that we did, or everything that we are doing, whether it was you or anybody else, then people will respect that. The problem is I've never seen anybody do it. I wasn't born when Sir Mix-a-Lot got his start. I never saw Macklemore do one show in the town. Everybody who knows me knows I've done over hundreds of shows, and I've never seen a live show of him until he was already famous. And you know, we're not even gonna talk about Lil Mosey, but there's so many people in this city that are very, very talented, but there's even less, unlike yourself, that want to invest in themselves, right? Because that's where it kind of stops, right? But we're not gonna dig too much into them because they're where they are, and we're trying to get somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So, bros before hoes. Is that something you feel is a staple in your life?
Nah, to an extent.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, nah.
I was ready for a completely different answer right there.
Now, the thing is, we ain't about to be, you know, like when I hear that statement, like what that means is we're not about to be fighting or falling out over no bitches. Like that's, you know what I mean? But as far as, I think, you know, that's kind of like homocentric, you know, like that's like, for real, that's like I was just talking about that, like our, you know, hip hop is kind of like really, you know, with the whole battle of the sexes and, you know, the music videos to where you rarely see, you know, like female rappers got more like ass shaking in their videos than dudes. Dudes is like niggas twerking with guns. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
it's niggas dancing with guns. And
niggas dancing with guns now?
yeah, you know, that's like when you see like with a lot of male rap videos, that's the thing. Like and I don't agree, you know, because like there's times I'm gonna call my guys and they're gonna be like, oh, I'm with baby, I'm with, and I'm not about to, oh man, you would, nah, that's like.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, the way you market yourself, it's like you're like the head of the team, right? And so I thought for sure you was about to just be like, nah, you know, I fuck these bitches. I'm not to pick you with my dogs. You know, I thought first. I'm gonna, you know, so I'm like,
that's the thing about
dope,
like,
you know?
that's
like,
the good thing about like our collective, because everybody is like bosses in their own right. Like everybody got their own
family,
females,
shit, right?
own, you know what I mean? Like their own
situation.
And like even if we ain't 9 times out of 10 when we come together, it's purposeful, it's for some business. Like we don't really do too much like just lollygagging or you know what I mean? Because everybody got their own thing going on, you know. So when we come together, it's for a reason.
That's good. It always should be. So kind of to jump topics a little bit, but just because it's my first show and I have so much respect for this man, R.I.P. to one of the greatest minds that the town has ever seen. I want to take a quick second for my boy Devon Pickett.
Oh yeah.
The Postman. I saw that you guys actually made a song for him, and I thought it was hard. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what was that like? The lyrics on that song, if you haven't had a chance to check it out, go type in All Pro Go, The Postman. Very, very, very dope song. If you're from the town and you had a chance to have any experience with Mr. Pickett, you'll know that he was really an amazing individual. But yeah, I wanted to kind of know what the making of that song was like.
Man, you know, Pick, he was just dope, you know. But my whole thing, I wanted to kind of like, you know, time in with Nipsey because he idolized Nipsey so much, you know, and like it's crazy because like a few months prior to that, me and him was, you know, doing pull-ups, working out, and we was having a conversation. I think it was like a rapper had just got killed. I don't know if it was Vaughn or Mo3, but a rapper had just got killed, and we was just talking about how, you know, whether they was real or was they wrong, you know, Nipsey got brought up, you know, he brought Nipsey up, and I was kind of saying, I was like, man, you know, Nipsey was wrong, you know, I'm not gonna say he's wrong for saying what he believed in, but you kind of crashed, you put yourself in a position to crash out, you know, because now you're leaving your family and everything else that matters the most for
a point.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? For a point, you know, so we was having like a little debate back and forth about it, and he was basically saying the same thing, you know, like, man, I don't want to leave where I'm from, you know, I want to build around where I'm from, you know what I mean? I want to change where I'm from, I don't want to run, because even if I leave and take my family, I'm still going to have family here, I'm still going to have, you know, so it's just crazy how that played out. And me, like, when I be having stuff like my grandma died, I left, and I made a song, you know, like I'm so used to like words being locked up, and that'd be my therapy, you know, like writing stuff down. So like immediately after it happened, I was just writing, just processing it, and then I hit Mafi. Mafi was out of town, and I'm like, man, I'm about to send you this beat, like, you know, we need to do this. And Mafi was kind of like, man, I don't, you know, like he really ain't know if it was like too soon or if it was like, I'm like, bro, you like, don't think about the people here, like, you know, think about bruh's legacy, like, you know, that's something I know for sure that's something he would have wanted, you know what I mean? Right. You know, that's what it's about, you know, so we went in there and did it, it snapped, family heard it, and they wanted us to perform at the, you know, I performed at the funeral.
Wow.
Yeah, Climate Pledge.
Wow.
Crazy, I never seen a funeral that big, you know. Yeah,
he did something that nobody, I mean, people don't realize how big that is to have your own post office. Like, that's like phenomenal. Like, to be accredited, that's like, it's like the U.S. Post Office and you. Like, there's coming from his background though, you know, coming from his odds, you know, like. So, like, you know, I knew him as D-Pick, you know, because he used to come to my parties, and I knew him for playing basketball. So, you know, he was never anybody that was a problem. He just, he would always come with a crowd of people. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't even charge him. Like everybody come through just because he would come so thick. You know what I mean? So mad love to that guy. Definitely want to shine a little light on him, especially it's the first show. So this is about the town.
Long live the postman.
Oh God, long live the postman. So mental health. You kind of spoke on that a little bit. How strong is that to you? Because I heard you say something that I kind of wanted to touch on. I heard you in another interview say that you don't really listen to like new age music too often. Like who's hot, but you don't really dig too much into because I don't either.
Yeah.
Like when I listen to most of the shit I listen to most of the days, I'm listening to Lionel Richie. I'm listening to Al Green. I'm Erykah Badu. Anybody who I can that's telling me something positive. We're trying to keep some kind of love still in my heart because the world will have you thinking you just hate fucking everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's I just try to digest substance. That's the whole thing. And I know I could look at something and like I've been studying like psychology, sociology like since I was young. Mm-hmm. So like I could look at something and see the motive behind it or agenda behind it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'll be caught in the moment, and I'll become a statistic, but then there's times a lot of times I'll be conscious and I'll check myself.
Right.
And I know like when I'm riding in a car, how certain music will affect me and make me feel and the thoughts that don't really be my thoughts. I'd be like, cause I'll be way smarter than the stuff I'm hearing, but it'll inspire some stuff in you.
Right.
And it'll be like, nah, I can't be listening to this. This is gonna make me crash out.
I'm trying to tell you, it drains you, it's draining.
And people don't realize mental health matters. A lot of people use that, like as a scapegoat, but especially you gotta think this younger generation, how much death, is just like...
They're not practicing mental health.
Yeah, it's like, you being young, you 18, 19, all your friends getting killed, everybody going to jail, all this, like that, we come desensitized to it and cope with it. Right. But that takes a toll on you,
Yeah.
It for real.
Now this next question, it's very, 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 very important. And I feel like everybody's going to really react to your response to this question. Okay. Ass or titties? Okay. Could you be in a long-term relationship without one?
Yeah. I could be in a long-term relationship without them. I have before, but...
Both or just one or?
I don't know if I never not had both. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
So none at all. Let's just start there. Let's say no ass.
Yeah.
No ass. No ass. No titties at all.
Well, you gotta think like there's women like Coi Leray, that's
she got a little shape.
So you said smaller than Coi?
Yes.
Yeah,
sir. I
talking
said
about
zero.
Like Gumby.
I'm talking about nipples and bone, brother.
Yeah, we might have to go to the doctor about or something.
That's not an option.
I love these questions, man.
Listen.
Yeah.
I asked you. I'm gonna ask you one more time because you would think it's a simple question, right? Until you pose with zero.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not shallow. Those is things. Those definitely attractions, but I don't think those is deal breakers. Like I don't just be like, man.
So wait, hold on. Wait, it's not a deal breaker.
Yeah.
No.
It depends what else is.
I'm talking about.
It depends. It depends because she can have no ass and titties, but she can compliment me in a way that I feel is necessary.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
She could be smart.
Yeah, she can compliment my mental health. You know what I mean? Like she could, contribute to my operation somehow. You know what I mean? So it's like, it depends what the value and the purpose is.
What if she has a narrow urethra? Like I'm talking about no butt at all. But she got some. Like real deal.
Yes.
Cabezas.
Yeah, I'll take a hug.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that. I could do that. Like I don't have a problem
Titty
with
City.
that. I like Titty City. I'm a fan of Titty City. I was telling my girl, because my girl, she accepts me who I am, right? So I told her, I said one of my favorite things to do when I used to fuck with the big girls, right? And I like to stick my head in between their titties. You know what I'm talking about. And you make your titty, you make your head disappear because the titties be so big. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Now let's talk about the other way, right? And it's something we probably see very often. But we're talking about no titties at all, straight nipples. But she do got a big old ass though.
I done have more of those.
I feel like I've had that. That's an easy win.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a.
Both of those is more common than just not having nothing at all. Like,
Definitely.
I feel like they're gonna find something on YouTube or some type of way to have something now. You ain't just about to just.
I feel like we can universally agree on that, right? They got, and if they don't, they got stomach.
Yeah.
Like they got something, right?
Yeah.
But to have absolutely nothing. So I had dated a girl one time. That's one thing I was telling my girl about. I had dated a girl one time, and she had no titties at all, like straight nipples. But she was 5'1", but she had like a bubble butt going on, but she had long hair. This is a white woman, okay? So I didn't feel comfortable really having fucking on her because she looked like an adult child to me, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And so I feel like the ratio for me has to be a specific way, but we all agree: no ass, no titties. Nah, gotta have something at least. Sadly, sorry for all my girls that don't got nothing, but
yeah, I don't think there's that. It might be, you know.
Somebody got. They all got something. Right?
Yeah, they got something.
Gotta have something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? Well, how about this? What is the worst show you have ever done? Like the one that you were like, damn, I shouldn't even showed up to this show.
Oh, my first one. So my first one.
Tell me about it.
And I did a show in Kent. Rob Ross put me on it for my birthday. It was in Kent.
Penny Pension Entertainment. Yeah.
It was called.
Rob Ross.
I gotta think, man. It's right there on Central. It's the little bar. Everybody used to be at on Central. I forgot the name of it.
Central Avenue Saloon.
Central Avenue Pub.
Oh my God.
Pub. Yeah, so I went there and
you was at the pub. You survived the pub.
Yeah, this before I even dropped the album, and he hit me up like, man, come. And I was fresh out, you know.
Yeah, that's where everybody was rapping for a hot minute. Everybody at the pub. Shout out to the pub. It's gone, I think now. I don't know if it's still open, but people got shot so many times.
It was my first live performance. So like my cadence wasn't right, you know, like I was kind of
They don't give a shit at the pub.
You know,
everybody was before you. Was just, they was happy to have
I'm just
you
talking
there.
about like from my personal experience. I feel like it was the worst show. You know, after that, you know.
wait, hold on. It just hit me. You just said Central Avenue Pub was the worst show you ever did.
Yeah, you know,
I agree.
Yeah, you gotta think it's ever since then. Like I didn't at least have like at least have like 500 people. You know, like my shows got like 500 people. I done performed, you know, 2,500 people. You know,
right?
So it's
yeah.
That was kind of like.
He said that was not the one.
Yeah, no. I appreciate the opportunity. You know, it definitely.
You know what's crazy is for people who've never performed at Central Avenue Pub. And, you know, I've never performed at Central Avenue Pub. But there's a reason. Like, it's one of those places to where you can literally just walk in there and be like, yo, I want to perform. They'll be like, all right, like, cool, we'll let you do your thing. But somebody's gonna record you. Somebody's gonna put you on your Instagram. Like it's crazy because most people don't think that that place is a hole in the wall. Like nobody really cares about that place. Everybody has performed there, and everybody's been on somebody's Instagram, and that's where you either started or knew. That's where you said to yourself, "That's where I'm gonna go to find other rappers in the city." And I promise you, it may not be the creme de la creme that you feel like you might meet, but you're definitely gonna run into hard hustling, still street grinding ass rappers over there. So you know, even though the place was shit, I still respect the people who came there. You know what I'm saying? Risking their lives to do so. You know what I mean? But so you say you like old school jams. So what's your favorite song from the 70s? Like if you had to pick a artist in that era, 70s, 80s, who would you say is like your go-to on a good day?
Probably like Marvin Gaye, Inner City Blues.
Marvin was good.
I like Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke is good too. Yeah.
What's his name? I like Morris Day. Morris Day.
Yeah.
Man, I listen to a lot of old stuff. You know, when I listen to music, like when I get in that phase.
That's what I listened to before I came here. I was sipping on some drink and slapping some old jams. That's how you get to it. So here's something else I feel like once again is very, very detrimental. Okay. Once again, people are gonna chime in on the answer to this question. Okay. How does All Pro Go start a DM conversation?
Man, it depends on who it is. You know,
We
like
need to know because these guys are lost, man. There's a lot of brothers struggling, and you got the hoes.
it all depends on what my intentions is. Like sometimes I'll just be promoting. I'll just be promoting something, and a conversation will come from, but it just gotta be purposeful. I don't be feeling like sometimes it be feeling like weird.
So what have you used before though? Like, cause niggas want to know it. I need a sentence from the pro book of DMs.
Man.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I need. What's a starter for you? Cause we all got to copy paste.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I done got lazy, man. Like when I was locked up, I used to be sitting paired. Like I used to be locked up on my phone. I was coming with so many one-liners and creative. Like I was a fucking Shakespeare.
Man,
now,
so if you had to throw it, okay, let's say you're a player, right? And you're used to person-to-person interaction, right? So you're not really into the whole DM situation, right? How would you tell this cat, like, look, this is what you should say. Shorty's bad. Like she's getting a bag. Like what would be the first thing you would say to this shorty? You won't know her in person, but she's like, yo, I know she real. I gotta at least shoot her the first one-liner to try and get her to respond. You know what I mean?
the first one-liner.
A good one.
One-liner.
Yeah, at least maybe
I'm
a sentence or two.
I'm gonna tell you when I was younger, when I was into one-liners and stuff, I used to just walk up to females and say I love you, and like literally immediate icebreaker, and they'd be like, all their friends were like, what? Like they'd be like just so, and it was like immediate, like it was go. Then I start like my homeboys do around me start doing. I'll be somewhere and I hear somebody, I love you. I'm like, man, I'm not. You guys are thieves, man.
You're influencing people to do this?
Yeah, I used to do it.
You used to influence people to
Yeah,
just hit them with
you got to think. There's so much. There's so many ways that conversation can go. There's a lot of explaining.
You know how many crazy bitches you created?
Yeah. But that's why you have to define it. It depends. Like you have to
define it.
Nigga. You have to define it.
You the reason why I probably got my
it.
shit robbed by one of these crazy hoes. Cause they talking about my last nigga said he loved me.
Yeah. I used to come up say stuff in different languages. I used to.
That's clever. That's definitely clever. Okay. All right. So we got. So in a nutshell, you got to be creative, right? And then you said if she's, it would depend on what your intentions are.
Like be yourself too. Like you can't. I think a lot of people go wrong like trying to be other people and emulate other and just because it's like your follow up's not gonna be the same. Like I can hear you or Rich say something and I can copy it, but
it never works.
My follow up's not gonna be the same because I don't know where that where it came from. I'm not that.
True.
We're different people.
I've tried, like my homeboy, he was, this is back when like POF was like the shit. I don't know if you know about POF. This is like where all the hoes was at one point.
Definitely, we was on POF when I was locked up.
Come on,
yeah.
So POF was where all the hoes was at one point. So I was on POF.
You said Black Planet?
What? Black Planet? What? We're not even gonna talk about Black Planet. See, there was more white hoes on Black Planet than there was black people on Black Planet. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that, but. POF was like the thing, right? So my homeboy, this dude is like the master of POF. Somehow, you know how you get on them dating sites and there's the bad ones, right? And you just assume it's either a fake profile or she's hoeing. Like one of the two, right? So you don't even waste your time. You're just going for the girls that are going after you. You're waiting for that match or whatever the case may be. So, but when POF first came out, he was a good looking dude. They're on you. They're not waiting to nothing. They're on you. So this dude was the master at one-liners. He would just hit him with some direct, insulting ass message, and somehow they would respond. Like a girl he would hit her with a hey or what's up, girl, you look good or something. She wouldn't respond. He'd be like, damn, bitch, you're hella rude. Like, really, you're not just gonna respond like that? And she'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, I was busy. Like, and all of a sudden now he's got a whole conversation going. So I tried it. I'm like, damn, bitch, you didn't respond. And she's like, fuck you, nigga. Who you calling a bitch? Like it didn't work. So I don't know. I don't understand why it doesn't work that way, but no, it is. It's all about you. Like for some reason, the way you don't look like you should be talking to me like that. I don't know.
And it's more confidence when it's something you created.
Yeah.
You know, people can feel confidence. You know,
through the text.
Most definitely. Energy travels.
That's true. That's true. That is true. So now that we're on the topic of women, right? What is the most annoying thing a woman can do in all pro goals world? Like, I'm pretty sure like a pretty understanding dude, but what is the fucking pet peeve for all the ladies out there that you just give me 3 that you just like, ooh, if you do this, I'm out. I can't fuck with you.
Man, lying.
Okay, that's a given. Yeah.
Yeah, lying. Bringing up other bitches, I hate that.
Yes.
I hate that insecure, like that. It annoys me. Especially like if it's understood, like why is it? You know what I mean? Like don't agree to something, you get that. You know what I mean? Trying to, you know.
That's real talk. I'm trying to tell you, that's how it is.
It's another one. Let me think, man. Bitches be doing some annoying shit.
Yeah. You're trying to narrow it down to 3.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, man. Man, lying.
Right, lying.
Insecurity.
It's being insecure. Right.
Let me see. Just gossiping. Yeah, I hate like when
gossiping.
Like I don't mind like having friends and having homegirls, but they shouldn't know my business. Like they shouldn't know. They should.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You shouldn't be like getting relationship advice from somebody who
ain't shit or don't have a happy relationship.
Yeah, that's the stupidest. Like you listen, and even like not even just homegirls. Like you listen in the fucking sexy red is your fucking Moses.
And your
like,
booty hole brown and all that.
Man,
Yeah,
come on,
man. Listen, I promise you, I have dealt with that so many times where a woman thinks it's okay to take advice from a woman that don't have a man. Yeah. I'm like, how do you not have a man and think it's okay to tell another woman how to deal with her man when you can't figure out how to keep the few that you have? You have options, and you still can't keep a nigga. So I'm at the point to where I think that our influence is just what it is. I feel like if you're gonna listen, you're gonna listen, and if you're not, you're not.
Yeah,
that's just kind of where it's at. I think once you get into your 30s, you kind of get tired of fighting.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm out. Just get up out of here. But some of us, I'm glad we don't have to deal with that. So what's your favorite club song and why? Like if you had to pick one that every time, no matter how old it is, or even if it's a new song, every time you hear it in the club, it's like the jam. Which one?
Probably First Day Out by T Grizzly.
Oh, these niggas prayed on my downfall. Yeah. Oh,
just because I used to.
That's a good one.
When I was locked up, I used to fantasize about being in the club when that song came on.
Yeah.
So now when I be in there, I hear it. It's like, it's kind of like a.
That's a good one.
It's real satisfying, It's.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm a little fucked up right now, so I'm. The name of the song is really eluding me right now, but it's that Meek Mill's joint.
Oh, Dream Chasers?
Come on, hold up, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah,
Y'all thought I was finished?
Definitely.
Listen,
Yeah,
I don't give
crazy.
a damn if I'm in the middle of a winter storm, my lights is out, okay, and all I got is my cell phone. If that shit is on, I'm gonna be like, you know what? When this shit drop, everything gonna be all right. I'm sitting
I seen somebody else having a debate saying that the I Wanna Rock by Lucy Vert replaced the Dream Track. I'm like, man.
No.
They said,
first of all, you know what?
Crazy, man.
We're not even gonna talk about Lil Uzi Vert, extrovert, introvert, however many verses niggas got. We're not even gonna talk about him. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not even gonna, the shit the boys say on stage, like, to be honest, I loved him as an artist until he opened his mouth and started saying some crazy things that I'm not even gonna mention on the show. I just was like, these are kids.
Yeah.
These are kids. These are people who really like, nigga, what? The nigga has some shit going. And then I'm like, oh, damn, now you on some weird shit. We're gonna leave that where it's at. So, you share bottles with your boys. Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yeah.
You know, that's a regular thing. We all share bottles with our boys, right? Would you share a bottle with your boy if you know he eat ass?
Man, I can't say if I just like he was just a known ass eater, like, but man, I think a lot of niggas eat ass. I don't eat ass, but I know a lot of niggas be perverts. You know what I mean? So I this day and age, you never know. So I don't even think about.
But okay,
like,
so let me paint the picture. Let me paint the picture.
I'm air drinking anyway.
Right.
Right.
Okay, look. So let's say let's do it like this, right? You and your boy kicking it, regular day, wherever you at, don't matter. Y'all having a conversation, and this is a regular day, and he happened to tell you about a girl. She was so bad, he ate her ass. Ass was fat as hell, whatever,
Yeah,
right?
My friends are gonna tell me
Wait.
that.
I'm just saying. Let's just say he did, right?
Yeah.
So let's just say he did. So this is months prior. This is 3, 4. You didn't forgot about the story. You don't even remember about the story. Okay? Now, y'all get a bottle, y'all put up on it. Maybe it's some very expensive bottle. It's a half gallon or some crazy shit. Now, y'all forgot your cups. And everybody in the circle is doing their thing, right? You get the bottle to bruh. As he's drinking it, you remember the story.
I'm
gonna
tell it everybody. Listen,
Are you gonna hit the bottle?
I'm an air drinker. I'm one of the people. I'm gonna be clowning. I'm gonna tell everybody.
So you gonna make fun of him?
Yeah.
And air drink.
Yeah,
the air booty particles. Because
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So y'all bros for real at that point.
Man, it's
love at that point.
I assume it's listen.
That's bros.
Yeah.
That goes back to the original question. Bros before hoes.
No, it ain't the same
No,
thing.
it's
Nah,
the
hell
okay.
no.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm
Hell
reaching.
no.
I might be reaching. It's okay. So
Have you ever shared a bottle with a woman?
every time. Exactly. Every nigga that came up before us is now on that bottle. Oh my God, it's all bad now. It's all bad. So we got about 15 minutes left. So we got a couple more seconds left. We got a few more questions. So, international player, you've done your thing. You got a variety of women in these music videos. Okay, I'm not saying that you're humping on them. We don't know that, right? Obviously, that's your business. But we've lived. We're in our 30s. White girls, Latinas, Asian, my black sisters. Who got the best pussy? I need to know.
Man, I don't think it's a race thing, man.
Listen,
I can't.
It ain't different at all.
It's different, you know. It's different, but I
Just in your, if you had to pick one of each in your roster that you done been through, who did it the best?
man, I can't.
You ain't gotta tell them. We don't gonna say no names. You know, no face, no case. But I'm just saying.
I don't know.
You gotta put a
man.
color
Listen,
to it. Who was it?
I don't know.
Just the color.
I can't.
You can't put a color on the who was
Listen.
it. You thinking of the bitch right now.
Listen, man, I'm 32, man, and I jumped off the porch early, and I done been around. You know,
Me too.
I done
I
been
know you,
in suburbs, the hoods. I done been in diverse places, and I done been in just.
He's not gonna give it up.
Piggly Wiggly towns.
He's
man.
not gonna say it.
I'm saying I don't know. Like I could sit here and write a whole list, and it's gonna be like it's. You never. I don't think it's a race thing.
Okay.
You got to think, man. Like. I don't know, man.
See, he's smart, because that was a trick question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because listen, no smart man would answer that question.
Yeah.
Like, why the hell am I gonna answer that question? Listen, no matter which one you choose, somebody gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? So that was a trick question. Very, very smart answer. Very smart answer. Especially because I got my African American queen over there. What the fuck am I gonna say? I'm not even gonna answer, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and bypass the whole fucking question, okay? Because I'm smart like you. All right, now, this is the last question, and we'll go ahead and conclude the show. Probably just end it with you telling people about who you are a little bit. But do you feel like rappers need to wear jewelry in order to get attention on social media and the rap game?
I feel like for the most part, I feel like you're a salesman. So like I feel like you have to be adorned just to draw attention. Depending on your audience. Depending on your audience, the type of music you make. There's different forms of rap, but I feel like if you're making music about hustling or getting money or, you know, a lavish lifestyle or anything luxurious, then I feel like you gotta look the part, you know, to even have that validation, you know what I mean, for it to even begin to be believable, you know. And I feel like that's why a lot of like, same with like drill rappers, you know, they gotta show guns, you know, to show like I'm really a driller, you know what I mean? Like, so I feel jewelry is definitely a part of the costume, you know, it's definitely necessary. And but the thing about it, what's crazy is, I probably wear more jewelry, you know, just for music and branding than I would just,
in regular,
just personally, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I done did everything and got everything without jewelry, you know what I mean? Like, without, you know, drawing all that attention.
Right.
So then like a lot of times when you have like, if I'm trying to like attract fans like of music, then it's cool. But like as far as like trying to attract people into my life, you know, or women, then I don't want you to be attracted to my watch or glass or chain or anything like that.
Right.
You know, I'd rather just come, you know, stop.
As you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. I think today's show was phenomenal. You just got the raw and uncut interview with your boy, All Pro Go,
Yes, sir.
and Dre PG. This is the 5-finger discount, in case you're wondering why we call it the 5-finger discount, because I used to steal shit. That's why, okay? And we're giving out free game. And today was the first of many to let people know that you can give out nothing but love and laugh and give inspirational quotes and give so much back to your community just by being yourself. So that's why we created this platform. So next week we'll have Gabby Knight. She is a what do you call it? OnlyFans model. So I think it's going to be an interesting show. It's going to be talking about a whole bunch of sexy stuff. So make sure you tap in. And if you don't know, now you know. Get your love over at All Pro Go social media. I'll let him tell you more about that before we head out. Go ahead, do your thing, my boy.
Yeah, man, it's easy. You know, all streaming platforms, all social media, All Pro Go, you know, everywhere. Merchandise, upcoming events, you know, look up Rich Bag Members, you know, spelled exactly how it sounds. Same thing, all social media outlets. You know, man, it's been a pleasure, you know, appreciate it.
Not one, not two, not three, not four, but it's the 5-finger discount every Thursday. Tap in with your boy Dre PG. We lit.